Okay, hello everybody, and welcome back to the second episode of Metal Hell. This series that I take a look at my own gameplay and kind of review it, make some pointers to work on for the next game, and see if I can improve this way. It's also an aim to get any viewers, any watchers to comment as well, give their advice, their tips as to what I might be doing wrong, and see if I can improve that way, because you know, you don't always see your own flaws in your gameplay. You'll always kind of look at a situation and think, oh, I'll play it that way. But a lot of people wouldn't do that. Hopefully I'm fixing my audio issues this time as well. I didn't quite realise how much my audio went up and down when I was just naturally talking, and when I showed this video to my friends, they were like, "Yeah, no, that's how you sound normally." So hopefully try keeping my head in the same spot and have some pretty much more consistent audio this time. So last episode's takeaways. I've gone down here. I was caught out of position. Too much kind of glory hunting certain kills, which is something I really need to stop doing. I need to just give up when I know it's time to give up. Not taking enough notice of my team in general. Not being aware of where they are at any given time. Not kind of protecting my healers, I guess, instead of taking glory kills. And panicking in situations that catch me off guard. That's one that you'll probably see quite a lot in this series, so it's something I need to work on. Anyway, so I'm playing on Nimbani. Obviously Hanzo again. I'm trying to keep to Hanzo, see if I can increase my mechanical skill on him. Okay, so that was a really nice pick on the Lucio there. It was completely I didn't mean to do that. But here I'm putting damage down range, and I have backed off as soon as I got healing. Sometimes I would probably stay there and try and get the counter kill, but I'm quite glad that I've moved back. I haven't gone for any hunts. I haven't tried to get a kill. Really nice wear down on the Rhine just then. I like that. And now they're on the back foot. I feel like I should really be pushing up a little bit just to try and catch them, because they are now 1 DPS and 2 DPS and 1 healer against a whole team. I feel like we should be at least taking the advantage there. But I mean, I'm not too unhappy about it. We're all working well together. The healers are listening to me. I'm trying to poke them up. Really nice pick on that. Ooh, I don't remember that. Really nice pick on the Genji, and then the whoever else I just killed. I quite like that. And yeah, team wipe. That was a really nice that was a really nice little fight there. Okay, so I've decided to sit in the back line a bit, because I don't want to push up too much. I don't want to get caught out of position like I have been with in that first episode. I want to try and take those pointers that I gave myself on board and change it. However, it doesn't give me a great sight line, so obviously I'm getting annoyed that I'm not getting any hits, and I push up. Put an ult in there. I'm not sure if I kill anyone, but it was a pretty good ult. I like getting an ult which people don't particularly expect. Man, that Lucio, he's not having a good time. I'm catching him on the floor. I feel like the Lucio shouldn't be where I'm shooting. So I'm not really counting those kills as much skill at all. Okay, so now our team is dead. I pushed forward there. There were 2 of us. They're going to hard push. I should have fallen back. I tried to. I realised my mistake pretty quickly, but it was too late at that point. So at least I'm learning. I started pulling back instead of carry on going forward, but it was too late at that point. So got nice sonic arrow on whoever I hit there. It's really nice when you hit someone, because they pull back to their team and they highlight their whole team. It's great. Nice ult off the McCree, or sorry, Cassidy. And I'm just standing in the back line trying to put damage down range. I'm not particularly trying to get, you know, picks, get headshots. I'm just trying to put enough damage so that they feel that they can't push. And I feel like it's working pretty well. I'm backing off where necessary. I'm hitting my shots. At least in this bit, you'll see later, I get to some points where my shots just go nowhere. Yet, definitely keep staying back. I feel like I'm keeping some sort of awareness on my healers' health and where they are, and they have a lever at this point. However, I specifically remember myself thinking I need to not push just in case we get one of those situations where we get killed in a 4v5. I try and 1v1 this Hanzo. I play very passively right now, and that's really good because I think it actually saves me. And then someone else is able to finish off that Hanzo when he backs off, which is really good. I didn't try and, you know, hero it. I used the cover well. I backed off when I needed to. I pushed when he was backing off. It was quite a nice little 1-2, 1-2 turn-based fight there. Okay, so they've now changed to Queen. We'll see how that works for them. I mean, the Zarya wasn't particularly working that well. Failed the wall run, and I died because of it. I looked back at this when it happened, and I thought the wall run failed me. It was because I turned right at the last seconds. I was panicking again. Panicking in situations that catch me off guard. I panicked. I was trying to run all over the place. I noticed the bus too late. I could have got over the top of it, but I didn't manage it. This was me trying to work out if they actually had a fifth return, and they did. It was also me trying to work out if it was a DPS that left, because, you know, there's always that little tickle in your brain going, have they just toggled? Backing off quite well now. I really like that. I'm trying to keep it a distance. I'm trying to keep it a mid-range to kind of, yeah, short to mid-range, which is where Hanzo is best. Just trying to put damage down range. This is one of the parts where my damage is minimal. I mean, I got one shot in that last 20 seconds, and I've been firing the entire time. I'm just not hitting my shots. I'm not providing value to the team. Except then, which the Lucio, he's just standing on the floor. What's he doing? Queen pushes, and we're all anti-seed. I don't protect my healer enough. But to be quite honest, I don't think there's a whole lot I could have done there. Good pick on the Hanzo, good 1v1. And I choose to save my ult here because they're all pushing back. There's no point. At this point, I decide to see if I can pick that Lucio because he's just not being Lucio. But I decide I don't want to get a random pick on me, so I decide to back off, which I'm not unhappy about. I think that's a good decision, considering my mechanical skill isn't necessarily incredible. I always love going for dragons from an angle that they are just not expecting. You know, coming through a wall, going through the floor, that sort of thing. It's just beautiful when it catches all of them off guard. Yeah, again, oh, I don't remember. Again, it's Lucio. Why is Lucio there, man? I'm going after the Mercy, which with my, you know, aim and skill isn't necessarily the best idea. But it's a choice I made. Maybe I should have put some more damage down range on the people retreating. But that's what I chose at the time. Probably didn't help. Our team is wondering what the Reaper's doing, but to be fair, I mean, I think he does alright. He survives. Okay, yeah. So I notice that the soldier activates his ult, and I back off instantly as a response. Whereas sometimes I might have tried to hero it and go for the headshot, which I didn't do. Killed the Queen, not necessarily on purpose. It was probably more of a, you know, she kind of jumped into my shot. But yeah, I feel like that round I did pretty well. It wasn't a roll. It wasn't like I made any insane plays or played necessarily any better than the other team. I think it was that I took the considerations of getting caught out of position, you know, trying to notice my team a bit more, and I tried to apply them actively, and you know, it kept me alive. I mean, I think I died once? No, twice. I died twice. I might get my scoreboard up in a second just to double check, but yeah, definitely had higher survivability, was definitely able to kind of put my damage per second more as a result of that. That was very good. Me and this Moira were, at the start, I don't know if you noticed, we were all just acknowledging everything. It was really funny. So we started emoting at each other. I love Overwatch like that. People were just chilling, having fun. Not taking it too seriously, especially in a competitive match. I mean, you know, people are usually pretty stressed or salty or whatever, but no, we're having fun. Okay, so on my cooldown cycle, I actually feel... I mean, what's this Lucio doing, man? He's just sitting there on top of the thing. I mean, what is that? Yeah, Ryan pushes him to death. I don't know why. That was a pretty easy kill. Almost had the Mercy. That was nice. Taking the high ground, you know, providing a kind of semi-off angle is really, really critical, I think, to my Hanzo gameplay. We have our tanks gets killed. I'm hanging back. I'm not pushing like I may have done before, and I start getting damage at me. This is what I'm doing wrong right here. I'm staying too long in a position where they know where I am. Way too long. We've had our second death. It's our other DPS, so I'm backing off. Now, this part, it was questionable. I end up surviving because I just instantly get out there as soon as they kind of try and cut me off. But I mean, maybe I could have got a kill out of that. Again, that Lucio. He needs to learn how to play Lucio. Maybe he was learning, I don't know. I feel like I should have got out of that damage sphere from the Sojourn. Absolute props to my healer there. Completely saved my life. Great moves from him. And now I'm just putting damage down this Ryan's way, just try and get rid of his shield. Try and take the point. And he charges through the shield into my arrow. Lovely. Yeah, so this is the sort of thing I'm talking about. I mean, that Sojourn should have been a really easy one-shot. But I just missed everything. Honestly, I think Storm Arrows is sometimes a bit more of a curse than it is a good cooldown to have. I mean, it just makes me panic. I feel like I have to get the shots off. It's just, yeah. It's definitely better in a 1v1 scenario. Okay, so here I'm definitely, you know, poking with damage nicely. That Reaper does a really good job of... I meant to say to that Reaper, like, great job, but I couldn't think of what to put, so I just said thank you. I guess I was thankful for that. Pretty cool thing. Still using cover, which is really good. I'm notorious for kind of pushing out too far when I try and get someone, and that was a really nice pick from the Sojourn, or off pick of the Sojourn. I fat fingered that ult completely. I don't know what happened. I took my hand off the keyboard, and yeah, not good. But that wasn't something I meant to do. Okay. Any other time I should have died from that. If that that Bastion would have actually got his shots on target, I stood way too long out in the open there. That should have been indefinitely. Again, right now, I mean, I should be dead. I mean, I very am close to being dead, but I'm very close to being dead. Sorry. Yeah, definitely standing out in harm's way too much there, but for some dumb luck, it worked. So I guess for the purposes of the game, fine. For the purposes of me learning something in the future, not very good. Ooh. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is play of the game. That was a pretty nice... Again, it's not particularly skillful, but it was more like... I you know, because of my movement and my... you know, because of my positioning, my movement, my kind of game sense, I guess, in that area, I was able to pull it off. Yeah, I mean that annoyed me, that bit there where I missed the Sojourn on the Storm Arrows again. I guess, I don't know, I need to work on my mechanical skills, my aiming. I think I definitely learnt on the positioning side. I didn't put myself out of position too much, and when I did and got punished for it, it was definitely a it was obvious that I was trying not to. Like that time when they pushed in the first push at the start, I kind of got too much too little too late in terms of the retreat, I guess. So anyway, right, so what are the takeaways of this episode? Definitely need to work on mechanical aim. I feel like that's one of my main downfalls. I feel like my resource management is pretty damn good. I'm always putting that Sonic Arrow down. I'm using the Storm Arrows when there's no one up close just to put damage down on the shield or something like that. Honestly, I mean, because it's a win, it's hard. I guess, okay, I guess stop putting myself in harm's way as well. Like, use cover more. Although it worked for me this time, it won't work for me every time, and actually it'll be a detriment if I carried on doing that. So I guess the things to come out of this week's episode are work on mechanical aim and stop putting myself in harm's way. You know, use cover, that sort of thing. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please do comment down below what you thought, and I will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.